This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Bobby, I didn't think I'd ever need to tell you this, but I would be a bad parent if I didn't. Soccer was invented by European ladies to keep them busy while their husbands did the cooking.
Fine. If you're a superhero, what were you in prison for?
Integrity. I made a vow to have peace, no matter how many people I have to kill to get it.
You know, it's funny.
What?
Your wiener!
I'm about to bang your ass, and you're asking me for help?
Bang my ass?
Yeah, bang your ass.
Okay. You mean, okay. I've never heard it said that way.
What? Bang?
You mean beat me up?
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
I'm Adam.
And this beer is going to be so sweet.
Oh.
I haven't had beer for over a week, Cole.
Cool.
And
Ridiculous.
it's goddamn time.
Once it touches your lips.
I'm a sinner again.
Yeah! Wow.
It feels good to be back in the sack. Been gone for a week. Stayed up at Lake Mitagoshi. Weather pretty much sucked the whole time we were there. It did not get above 72 degrees the whole time we were there.
That sounds almost ideal for
That sounds
having
good.
fun without. I mean, if
No, okay.
without going like.
And it seems like the mosquitoes wouldn't be as
Nope.
bad.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes were just as bad. It
Oh.
wasn't super hot, which was nice, but it was fucking windy as shit too. So you couldn't really do much on the water even. Yeah, it was cold and miserable.
Speaking of like water,
Worder.
worder,
Yeah.
as the old in the old language. Have you ever seen one of those? I think they're called hydrofoils or something like that. They're
so like a
basically
surfboard.
like a surfboard
You kind of
with an electrical.
Oh.
Well, there are the two versions. There's like the standard one where I think you can get pulled or kind of pump your own way.
Yeah.
Where it's like a surfboard with like a long thin fin and then kind of a set of wings below it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can. I think the only way to hop on that is by having someone hold it on a dock, and then you hop on it, and then you kind of just pump your legs, and you can get going, and you're basically above water. But they have these other ones that have these motors on the bottom, so it's the same concept basically with the board with the long middle fin. I think fin is right. Whatever in the middle, and then like another set of wings below the water and motors.
Hey, McFly, those boards don't work on water unless you have power.
You can do that same thing in a canoe. It's called gunnel hopping, where you can stand on the back end of the canoe on the sides of the canoe, and you can like pump up and down, and your canoe will. It's some kind of scientific property, but the canoe propels it, by you pumping it up and down with your legs. You can propel the canoe forward.
But with this, the board you're standing on is never touching the water.
Oh.
It's like above the water because there's the fin down and the set of wings, and it's basically like this wings that are in the water that you're above the water. So it's like you're floating above the water. This other piece is in the water.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those at like Shields or something, but I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, like outside.
What's that cost? Oh, $2,000. So they're getting cheaper, but they're expensive, but they're getting less and less. And that doesn't have like the electronics where you can like.
Would be one of
so that's just a self-propelled one. But you should pop on a little video for Cole or something just so he can see it, like the idea.
You just hit buy now.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I clicked the 4-8.
Oh, throw it in the cart. Buy it.
Let's buy it.
We should have a live cast where we're just trying that out, and then we'll return it after Tayler smashes into a van that's parked in the.
Cool.
Anyway, I don't know. I just saw a video recently, and I kind of forgot about that just because you had mentioned water and you couldn't do anything. Yeah. But this thing looks freaking fun. I think it's a lot of work. Like
It would take a bit of a learning curve, to get.
Okay, so there, you just that picture, Cole can see that the guy's basically floating above the water, and it looks so freaking cool. Oh, an e-foil then. Okay, the electric ones are even more expensive. $6,000.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I would love to hop on one if any of our listeners have one.
Let us use it.
Let us try it out. That'd be cool.
There was not much happening on the lake as far as sometimes you'll see people that are doing stuff, and you're kind of like the hydrofoil, or you'll just see people doing shit that's like, oh, that's kind of cool thing, but nothing like that. Nothing.
With North Dakota being like quite windy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those kite boards?
Yes, not in North Dakota. I think Sakakawea would be a good place to do that.
I think so too. I've seen them on the ocean, like in a storm, where I'm like, those guys look like idiots. Like they're going to die. But I think that's the time they want to do it, when the waves are huge and whatnot. But I think North Dakota would be a great spot because we have that wind where you could just have the kite and basically be riding your wakeboard without the use of a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And plus if you give that good yank, you're like sky high. You can ride up 20 feet in the air and then let yourself ride back down. Those things look freaking cool, and I don't see those around here, but maybe I guess it's because we're on the river and not on a big lake.
Yeah,
I'm sure people have those fun toys.
It could be. Now, Cole, you said, was it you that jumped into school section lake, or was that just Elijah?
That was me with the leeches.
Yeah.
So I bounced out of a canoe. I was in a canoe and I had flippers in there, and I was like, "Fuck this! You guys keep fucking paddling. I'm gonna dip." And I fucking rolled out of the canoe, and I was fucking going everywhere with my fucking flippers and my snorkel and shit. And but then they I didn't have no problems in the deep water, but they went and stopped on this little beach and got out, and they were standing in this like really, really disgusting muck.
Yeah.
And then they got out and they saw they had all these leeches on them. I had a few, but I didn't have very many.
Maybe you were moving too much.
Well, I didn't really stand in that muck. I kind of walked through it as quickly as possible. Thurston was like standing in it, and like he's like, it's squishy between my toes.
And you're like, those are the leeches.
Like that's what. And then when he got out, he had a bunch of leeches between his toes.
So the reason I bring that up is because
you're not supposed to swim in that lake.
Well, that's where our cabin was.
Isn't it tiny?
It's you could kayak and canoe on it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the cabins in the yurt were right next to it. Okay, and so everybody was joking around. I told them the story about it, right? Mm-hmm. The people that we were with, and I said, so there was all this like, hey, I'll bet you $100 you won't jump in, or blah blah, that kind of shit that was going on. So my mom. It's funny when moms try to do that kind of stuff too. So a little later on, we had tacos in a bag that night, and we had picked up some jalapenos for it, So it was just a little jar, like maybe like I don't know, that big, like just a little jar, not even a big one. And my mom says, "Well, I'll give someone $50." This is what she said: "Someone $50 if they drink all this jalapeno
Hell
juice."
Yeah, you're on.
You're
on, Mom.
So I took a sip of it just to see how bad it would be. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? No problem. So I just chugged it.
Well, you didn't have any alcohol, so you might as well drink.
Was like, the look on my mom's face was like, you're like, this isn't really happening, is it? And not that I would ever want to collect the $50. It's more fun to hold that over my mom.
Yeah.
For the rest of her life. And that's what I hope happens, But no, I chugged that entire. Not all. I didn't eat them. I just chugged the juice because that was the bet.
Sure.
And then she was trying to renege on it. She's like, well, I meant the girls. I said, you said, hey, anyone want to bet? That's what
so
she
the
said.
next one was to jump into the lake of leeches.
Well, that's where it was. So I told my mom that, hey, Mom, listen, there is a bet to something ratio. You can't just throw out there a super easy challenge and have a really high reward. You'd have to say, bet somebody $1 they won't do it. I probably still would have done it for $1. But
I think
$50? $50?
$50 is $50.
Hell yeah! Now if she would have said take a spoonful of mayonnaise for $50,
really?
Yeah, I would.
Why not? One spoonful of mayonnaise?
I should see how many condiment challenges I can pass of my mom's.
How are you with horseradish? I'm pretty good with horseradish.
I'll put it in my mouth and stick it in my lip like it's chewing tobacco.
What about?
I like
fucking
it.
love
I mean,
horseradish.
I like the burn that when it hits the back of your nose there. Woo.
I think I prefer a horseradish taste over like wasabi, which is still in the horseradish area, but wasabi has a different horseradish. I guess maybe I'm confusing it, but I think there's both I think of horseradish and then green horseradish, which I think of as wasabi, and I like non-colored horseradish over green horseradish for some reason, but I think they're basically the same.
Yeah, so the stuff that we get in America that you would get at a sushi restaurant is just horseradish because wasabi's so expensive to ship in or to make.
It's dyed horseradish.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's probably sat there for a while, so it's nice and concentrated. So maybe that's why it seems hotter.
Maybe I'm just thinking of Arby's horsey sauce.
That's about as mild as it
that
gets.
is tasty stuff.
I love horsey sauce.
How come that sauce is the only thing worth eating at Arby's?
We should see.
Just go in and say, "Hey, can I get $20 worth of horsey sauce?"
They're like, "Sir,
well,
these
what would
are
you
free."
like? What
Sir,
would
this
you
is
like
a
with
Wendy's.
it? Nothing, just the
It's
horsey
just a
sauce.
Wendy's,
You
sir.
know, last time I went there, what did I have? It's been a while, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll give them you give them a try once in a while just to see what you've been missing. You haven't missed anything.
Well, have you hopped on? I kind of figured you would be the guy to try their burger because
had their
they've done it
burger.
a couple times,
Yes.
and I don't know how their burger tastes because I don't know how they even prepare it. I don't think they have. I don't know how they cook even their roast beef. I thought it was just in like
A hot-
bowls of
a hot case.
yes, I don't know.
Pull it out of the hot
Like
case.
a bowl, basically like a crock pot in the back. I don't know where they keep their roast beef all day.
I do know their manager. Maybe we could have him on and he could tell us the secrets.
The secrets
But
of
no,
Arby's.
I've had the burger there when they first came out with the
Wagyu, yeah.
The thing about Wagyu beef that you gotta understand is it's super fucking fatty. Okay, so really greasy, really fucking greasy.
Perfect. That's
Yeah,
like the best burgers.
Sure, people like
overly
that.
greasy, yeah.
That was my experience with it. So
if
I
you're
took
under
a bite of
an
it.
80-20, you're making a mistake.
This has got to be higher than that. This has gotta be
I'm
like
sure because it's
70,
supposed to be
30.
marbled beef, so
Yeah,
must be.
but
fatty.
I don't know. It's a fast food burger, so you can't get a nice crispy crust on it. You can't get a nice, char or whatever. I don't know. It's whatever.
Well, again, I think they boil them there, right?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Because I don't know how
Steamed.
I just don't get like a place there. I don't think they take roast beef and flip it around a flat iron or something, do they?
I don't think so.
I figure it's just in like basically a metal crock pot. So what do they do with a burger? They put it in the same
crock pot. Yeah, it's
and just take
infrastructure.
out a wet soggy thing and throw it on a bun. Which I mean, it could be good,
Could be.
but I don't know.
So Cole,
Yeah,
how was your week without me?
peaceful.
Peaceful. All right.
I missed your dog more than I missed you.
That's all right. Fritz is super pooped out.
I can tell.
He's already sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking had a week. He had a great time. My cousin brought her dog. She's a big German Shepherd.
All right.
They got along pretty good. And then my other cousin brought her dog. One of those crossbreeded things that we were talking
Mutts?
about, mutts, and that dog was a piece of shit. She was cute. He was cute, but just sort of, I don't know.
Untamable.
Did not like Fritz because Fritz is in your face, and then Fritz would
It's
get
a
you.
larger dog, though, then, right? Or not?
No, hers is like some sort of something with a poodle.
Oh,
So
the other one was like a German
yeah,
Shepherd.
yeah.
So that was a bigger dog.
Ruby he got along with, but
Okay.
Luca not so much.
Luca.
But
Fun name.
we'll have to hang out with Fritz with a big ball sometime,
Okay.
like one of those like $2 balls that you
You're
get
talking
from
about
Walmart.
bigger than a basketball.
Oh yes, he chased that thing, and he would
Like a beach ball size? Like a
Yeah,
whatever, or
yeah,
even
about
bigger?
beach ball size.
Or-
He would shove that thing into the woods. Okay.
Okay.
He would shove it, And there was one point he shoved it probably 10 feet into the woods. We're like, Fritz, what the fuck? And he would not come out. So we had to like coax him out. Finally, he came out, and we had to go into the woods and get the ball back because he shoved it in there so far. It's like, God damn it, Fritz. But no, he was on a tear with that thing. And now he sleeps.
He probably had the best time out of all of you.
I think he really did.
Yeah,
he got to be off leash, got to sniff around a place he's never been before.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for you,
I
Fritz.
wonder, like I've always heard that you take your dog out for a walk, and that's how they like get the news. It's like them reading the newspaper. They just want to sniff around all over, and that's like when they get the scope of the neighborhood. And then you go to like a big park, and like, man, it's got to be like you go from the Bismarck Tribune to the New York Times or something. That's just so much
It'd be
news.
like going from the newspaper to the internet.
Oh, worldwide. The web.
Yeah. He's tapped in.
There's
man.
French dogs. There's German dogs.
Yes.
So is he getting all nervous at nighttime with the coyotes around? Every time I go up to Metagoshi, I hear a shitload of coyotes.
So we didn't hear any coyotes, but we did see a porcupine. The first night we were there, headed back to our campsite. It was so fucking funny because Fritz was he was standing on the dashboard. Like, what the fuck is that thing? We thought it was a badger at first, but we're thinking it was an adolescent porcupine because it didn't have a lot of the quills, or it was just fucked up. I don't know. Okay. But it was kind of cool.
Huh.
I wanted to bring him home. Then I saw a feral cat out there, too.
A feral cat.
Yeah.
So just a cat that was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I just think like a feral cat to me looks like a cat, especially like you're talking about like a house cat size.
Oh, yeah,
just feral.
Yeah,
so it's a wild cat.
Not
but
like
unless
a
it's like
bobcat.
rabbit or something, it just looks like a house, like a farm cat or something
Yeah,
to me.
yeah,
right.
Farm cat.
So there's nothing like too wild about just like
Well, it was
leave
scared.
it alone.
Scared of me.
Oh, okay.
So I ran away.
You tried to pet it.
I was a baby. Come here. No.
Come here, baby.
You got a whole box full of games right underneath all your AEW toys.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to go looking through that thing.
What kind of game? Are you talking
like
about board
games and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to have to go look through that and see what...
We could play Uno Attack. Cole said he's never played Uno Attack.
Well, let's have
fun.
Let's have Logan with if we do that because
you definitely want more than 3 people to play any type of Uno.
Really, most any board game, I think it's better than like 2 people. You better have 4 is a nice ideal number.
Not for checkers. Not for checkers.
Chinese
checkers. There you go.
There you go.
But like,
you guys are racist.
Oh, sorry. What's the proper way to
Chinaman?
Chinaman checkers.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I just wanted to say it. Yeah, I don't know. So I was looking at that and I was like, I don't know some of these games we should look at.
One of them I have in there is called Pandemic, believe it or not, and it's a cooperative game where we have to work together.
So unlike the actual pandemic.
Unlike the actual one,
so everyone who's playing, you all work as a team
to defeat the disease,
to battle the pandemic.
Then you draw a card. Dumbass. It says. It says.
Dumbass coughs on you. Go back 5 steps.
No. It's like misinformation. Like an Alex Jones says masks don't work. Oh no, we're fucked.
When did that come out? That was before.
That was way before the pandemic. When I had first played it.
But it'd be interesting to see like the correlations of.
It would be.
Just to see if some of the same things, which I assume would be predictable of like what people thought were going to happen during a pandemic prior to an actual pandemic happening. Yeah. If it mentions, it would be great if it said ivermectin in there somewhere. So like even back then they thought as a joke, you just say, put a horse dewormer in there. That'll work. See what happens.
Yeah. So my mom I'd gone over to her house one day and I pulled up this stuff. I said, what the fuck is this shit? She's like, oh, it's for Fritz. Or not Fritz. Their dog, Chip. He's got hot spots.
Yeah.
And it's some sort of... It said horse paste on it. Immediately what I thought was ivermectin.
Yeah.
So, but with my parents, I didn't bring any of that shit up,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, oh, okay. But she's like, it works great for dogs. And I actually used it on Fritz because he had some sores in his folds.
Sure.
And so I cleaned them all up and put the stuff in there, and it worked really great. And I smelled it. I'm like, this smells so familiar. What is this smell? It smelled just like diaper rash paste.
Oh, sure.
I said,
that's probably all. Why
what
wouldn't
it smells like?
Yeah.
So it came from my cousin Kendra, who also is a big anti-vaxxer.
I thought you were going to say she has a large case of diaper rash.
So basically, so I
She
said,
never grew out
I
of
said,
them.
this came from Kendra? She said, yeah, she uses it on her kids for diaper rash. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, they sell this at Walmart. You don't have to use horse paste for your kids.
No.
But she does.
Sure, why not?
Why not? They got a whole tub of this thing.
Well,
Why not?
I mean, I get it. Like, if I was to think about if I was gonna take
in a pinch.
Well, no, I mean, in a pinch, I'm not gonna rush out to get horse paste.
No, I'm saying if you had it on hand.
I wouldn't have it on hand, but
no, if you did,
they
would. They live on a farm.
Theoretically, if I had the horse paste on hand, yes, I would think it would stay on better. Yeah, that's what I would think. Like, it would be more like an industrial diaper rash cream, like something that you couldn't lick off. All of your babies licking off their diaper rash
Man,
cream.
do you remember when you were a kid?
Do you think babies are dogs? Like, where they can reach down and put their tongue between their buttholes?
I've seen what babies can do. They suck on their toes. They are very. They can reach a lot of things. It's crazy, but. So, yes, I believe babies can put a lot of things in their mouths, and they can lick off certain things on their bodies. So, yeah.
All right. So
I think a horse paste might be okay.
I gotta do a call out or a shout out real quick. No, it's a call out.
That's more negative.
For
right?
Rockstar Rob, who left his hotel room trashed.
Your brother
my brother
Robbie.
We went up to Botno. Or we went to Lake Minigoshi, and they have a town just south of there called Botno.
Yes.
And they have a couple of restaurants there, but my parents really, really like to go to this place called Denny's.
Oh, the fancy
Pizza
one.
Inn. And
it's a hotel too, then.
No.
It's a pizza-themed hotel, right? Denny's Pizza Inn?
It should be. It would be awesome.
Why do you call it an inn?
That's what it's
unless
called.
you can sleep there.
I've actually been there before. It's pretty
great.
good.
Yeah. It's great. So my dad wanted to take us all out. And so we got everything unpacked. We got everything done. So we had to run back into Botno. We get there, and my dad had already ordered 2 plates of nachos for the table,
nice
and
guy.
a couple of pizzas for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it is great. It's awesome. So we sat down. And we were fucking hungry.
Yeah.
So at the end of the table was my dad, Jeffrey, myself, and my mom, and we were going to town on these nachos. Okay. And my mom was fucking pissed. She's like, you guys are goddamn pigs. You guys are eating this so fast. I hardly got anything, blah, blah, blah. She's like, look at Robbie down there. The Saint Robbie, who was sitting with my 3 nieces, 2 of which don't like nachos, his wife, and his infant daughter. And she was like, Robbie just wasn't eating hardly any. And
I'm like, that's his problem.
I'm like, that's some bullshit, Mom. Robbie ate all he wanted. He got an all-you-can-eat nacho buffet with nobody there. We had to fight for our lives for these nachos, Mom.
Ridiculous.
And just because you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs, shoving them up your ass, and not eating nachos doesn't make it my problem.
Okay.
So
I want fucking nachos,
dude. They were so good.
Dude, I've been wanting
pizza.
I used to skateboard a lot, and I'd ride to 7-Eleven, and they used to have the little
orange cheese
nacho tray where you could pump the orange cheese yourself, and next to it they had that little weird chili sauce or whatever
jalapenos
that you could also pump on there and just goo it all up. And I've been wanting
ever happened to that
pandemic. Maybe I don't know what happened exactly with that stuff, but I miss it because
I'd never ever bought those kinds of nachos from the gas station stuff. But I'll tell you, the one place I get those nachos at with the orange cheese, the fake cheese sauce and stuff. Bismarck Bobcats games.
Oh yeah.
When I go and watch a hockey game here, then I get the fake nachos. That's the only time.
Isn't that a little cup on the side though that you peel
okay,
off?
that's the thing because
I don't think it. Not the last time I went there, it was with the squeeze pump.
Okay.
You could do it yourself.
But I haven't gone to a Bobcats game in a couple of years now.
Because up until a couple of years ago, Deanna and I would go to Grand.
Oh yeah,
they would have the nachos.
Yep.
And they would do the pump cheese. That next time we go there, They went to the Rico cup
the
cheese.
little Rico's a great cheese sauce.
It
though.
is, but it's not the same.
No, I've seen. I've been to a few stores, Wally World being one of them, that they sell
The
in
entire
like the
can?
school section. I call it the school section, which is like just the bigger items. The whole like whatever
10 can.
64-ounce can or whatever. But I've done that in the past where I bought that can and I'm like, this nacho cheese sucks. And then I'm like, fuck, I have a huge can of this.
Sucky cheese.
And then I end up making like a cheese soup or something with it where I can mix other things with it where that flavor just disappears, but it still has that cheesiness because you can't always trust those big cans. But if it's Rico's, maybe I'll trust it if it's that particular brand. But usually in those bigger, like industrial size.
Yeah.
And again, I call them school ones because I figure like a lunch lady would have this and then she could serve the whole elementary school with this
a
can.
ladle.
Yeah, ladle it out.
So now, Mom, if you're listening to this, that would have been an appropriate $50 bet if you didn't want somebody to take it.
Chug this can.
Chug this can of cheese.
That'd be great. Would
Yeah.
you take that? But I don't think I could even do it.
I don't think I could do that. And if you did, you'd be
$50,
regretting it because you'd be fucking constipated forever. And finally, when that fucking cheese came out,
I don't know. I think I could get maybe a quarter through.
Am I allowed to mix it with water? Like just to
Okay, sure. Just like you can dip your hot dog buns in the water while you're doing the hot dog contest.
Like
if you want to water down your cheese
like
to chug it down,
like Tang.
I still even if you add water to it, you're even making it worse for you. This is gonna be hard. But maybe if you don't have a time limit, I don't know.
I could do it.
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe we should buy one and just try it.
Yeah, you know,
Taylor,
I would love
Can
to.
Taylor chug?
I'll have to show you this awesome video after this called Badlands Chugs.
Badlands chugs.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a guy on YouTube that just does these chug challenges.
Oh,
It's awesome.
okay. And does he barf a lot or
No,
not?
he doesn't. The best one he ever
can
did.
handle it.
Oh yeah, he does. The
Oh.
best one he's ever
That's-
done was thick water,
Ugh.
which is like people that have dysphagia, that
Yeah,
have
hard
trouble
swallowing.
hard to
Yeah.
swallow shit. Yeah,
I could see the issue with that.
but I don't think that like it's. Did you say it's 64 ounces?
Well, no, I made
64
up
ounces
the
of cheese?
I made up the amount because I was trying to think of like I figured like a can is maybe 12 ounces, right? So I was like, what's a bigger amount? Maybe it's 128 ounces.
here you go.
Yeah, all right. What's okay?
A number
click on
10
it and let's
can.
see. Is that what it is?
Number 10 can is
It's 6 pounds 9 ounces.
What's that? How many?
6 pounds is like
6 pounds is 16.
That's not what I
A pound is 16 ounces. Am I thinking?
Yeah.
But that's weight. That's not water.
Okay, well, look up something
go.
else. I don't know, something liquid.
16.
That's pears now.
so. That's 96 plus 9.
I think a liquid one might be 128.
105 ounces at least.
Okay,
Jesus.
yeah. So even more.
Or here you go. No, it's 12 cups.
Okay, whatever.
How many ounces in a cup?
It says right. It says,
ounces.
What's 8 times 12?
Fucking no. 80 something? No more
What's
than
8
80.
times 12?
88 plus
96.
8.
96 ounces of liquid cheese.
at least.
At least.
They might be bigger. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think you could do it.
I don't think
And maybe
you could
we
either.
should see if that chugger guy could do it. If he or if he hasn't done that, maybe we should write in and have him do that challenge then. Because I think that's a challenge worth challenging that kind of guy. If he thinks he's all that, he needs to chug some nacho cheese.
I got a text from my ex-girlfriend this week.
Oh.
She wants to come work at my job.
Tell her no.
I did.
Yeah.
They
say, I'm the boss and you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't.
What kind of position does she want? Did she say?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
But like, honestly, would you call up an ex and be like, "Hey, can I have a job with you?" I completely fucked you over for a long time.
No,
Yeah.
unless this is like a weird way to get back with you.
That's what I think it is, or to at least keep tabs on me to be like, oh well, he has this night off. I should call him and see if he wants to get supper. Or
Exactly.
something.
That's what it feels like then. But I don't know. I mean, I don't see why I would want to work with an ex. No, it just doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't want to work with an ex unless I had the motivation to try to be closer to them in order to try to hook up with them again. It doesn't. No, I would not do it, and that's what it feels like.
That's fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't want to do that at all.
Yeah,
and like, so my boss's girlfriend goes, do you know anyone who might want to fill this position? And I told her that. I go, oh, my ex-girlfriend would. And she goes, well, have her fill out an app. I go, I don't want her here. Like,
I'm kidding. I should have said anything.
I don't know.
Shit.
It's just completely ridiculous.
It feels ridiculous. Did you respond to the text?
I didn't when I got it.
Yeah.
And then she sent back something snotty. Like,
who did? The ex?
Yeah.
But when's the last time she had texted prior to that text?
A couple of weeks before.
Okay. So so you're still receiving some, but very once a month or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound right.
I don't have.
So I talked to the other guy, the other manager, and I'm like, look, if she comes in,
kick her out.
I don't want you to hire her.
Well, when she comes in, tell her that she has to fill out an application on AOL or something. Just find us on AOL.
AOL Messenger.
On Netscape, if you could, and just find us over on
Instagram.
Instagram? Sure, you probably have an Instagram. I don't know. But just keep sending her into different places. Like, we don't you don't have paper applications or something, but you're like,
we have online applications on at Ask Jeeves.
No, yes. Ask Jeeves, please.
Just have her update a resume.
Oh no, Taylor!
How was that my fault?
You knocked it over.
You stopped drinking for a week, and now you forgot how to drink.
Yeah, you got drunk instantly.
Instant drunk. Well,
pause.
So, Elijah's leaving on Tuesday.
Yes, he is.
He's going to Comic Can.
And who's he gonna see?
Nobody.
Oh, poor guy.
I went and hung out with Elijah the other night.
Yeah.
We went to La Enchilada and got
hammered.
Bunch of tacos and shit. And I didn't want to bring up the fact that the actors had gone on strike because I didn't want to be a downer. Like, oh, you're gonna go to Comic Con and see nobody, and then he brought it up. I was like, yeah, it sucks, dude. Like, he had this whole itinerary planned for all this stuff that he wanted to do while he was out there, or like all these
celebrities to see.
Yeah,
but like panels and shit. They're not going to be there.
They're not going to be there for the panels and stuff, or signing autographs or anything. So I think he's going to look for Jake the Snake Roberts and try to get his autograph. And
it turns out he's a SAG actor.
Right? He's gonna try to get a lot of prints from artists and have them autograph and stuff. He'll
cool.
still find other things to do, but
that sucks.
He's a little bummed.
I too met Elijah at a Mexican restaurant.
Fiesta Villa. Or no. Paradiso.
Paradiso.
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
This week?
Yeah, this week.
What?
We were just stopping in. Shannon wanted some food and so.
Tell me it was Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday?
No,
no. It must have been like Thursday or
what
Friday.
A poser!
It was Thursday because I hung out with him on Friday. He told me
and
he's
told
seen
you
the day
all
before.
about it. Yeah. But in my head about this like Comic-Con thing, I was like, well, I get it. Like, I was like, well, maybe the lower tier celebrities would still go,
like
just to like,
no.
well, whoever, sure, just to go sign autographs, take photo ops. You're not advertising for a certain movie. You're just there. I mean, celebrities still got to make money outside of their movies, right?
Well, one of the people that is still going to go do his podcast is Kevin Smith, and Elijah's got tickets to 2 of Kevin Smith's podcasts, Fat Man on Batman.
Oh, nice.
And Hollywood Babylon with Ralph Garman.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And
it's one of Elijah's favorites.
Elijah really likes those 2 podcasts. So he's going to go see that. I do feel bad for the guy, but, how bad can I feel for him? He's still going to go to fucking San Diego where the weather's almost always perfect.
What's funny is, I don't know, do I call it bad luck, Elijah? Because it just seems like he finally, because he's been trying to score fucking tickets to this thing for years.
For 11 years. The last time he went was 11 years ago.
Every year he's been trying to get into the lottery pool to do it, and he finally gets it.
You mean just to go to Comic-Con? Or
Yeah. It's fucking
So
impossible.
He asks me every year, do you want to go into the lottery and try to go to Comic Con with me this year? And every year I'm like, not this year. I don't feel like, because I always kind of got like other vacations I want to do,
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge fan of doing the same thing twice.
Sure.
Plus, Comic-Con's a lot of standing in line.
It is a lot of standing in line.
Well, maybe not this year.
True.
I just wonder if people backed out. I mean, not participants, but attendance.
I don't know if you can really.
You can, but
why not? It hasn't happened yet.
Elijah had heard about attendees just decided not to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you lived in the area, but I don't know how much tickets were, all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But maybe it will be cool.
If you live halfway across the country like Elijah, you're definitely going to go because you have hotel booked, you have your plane tickets, and you've been planning on doing this since last September.
So let's call. So should we? Is Elijah a scab then?
Sure.
Or whatever they call the. I've been keeping tabs on the old TikTok and seeing what people.
Nancy asked him. She goes, "You think we're going to see any picket lines?" He goes, "I don't know about picket lines, but we're going to see some protesters." She goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The Westboro Baptist Church is definitely going to be there. They're there like every fucking year protesting that shit."
They're still a thing.
Yeah, apparently those guys fucking suck.
Well, I would assume the church would still exist.
Ticket line. Fuck those bastards.
Yeah, when we went.
What are they protesting? They think it's satanic?
Just life in general.
Because the fact that people are going to Comic-Con, they're equating the celebrities and the superheroes to a false god.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when Elijah and I went, that was 11 years ago, the Westboro Baptist Church was out there protesting, and it was fucking ridiculous. But across the street, there were people dressed up, and they were in costumes and stuff, and they were protesting the Westboro Baptist Church
just for fun.
So the Baptist Church has these signs that say like God hates fags and shit, right?
Oh, they're extreme.
And
big time.
But the guys across the street, some of them were dressed up as zombies, and it said God hates brains.
He does.
That's why we eat that.
Yeah, he'll have some.
Some of the signs that the other protesters were doing were really funny,
So when you went 11 years ago, did you have to join this lottery as well, or was it
we lucked out? See, what had happened was Elijah and I hadn't seen each other for quite a long time, like a year and a half or something, right?
Yeah.
And I just happened to run into him at Lucky's. Just one night I was there. I was there with some people. He was there with some other people. And we happened to run into each other. And he goes, "Oh, hey, what have you been up to?" I go, "Oh, not a whole lot." I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go to Comic Con next summer." And
he said that to you?
I said
or
that
you
to
said
him.
That? Oh, okay.
And he goes, "You are?" I was like,
"Yeah."
Yeah. He's like, "Can I come?"
And he said, "Hell no."
I go, "Sure."
Fine.
So
hell no.
Then so then I went and
Jackie.
I bought the tickets the plane tickets.
Oh shit!
You bought everything to get there,
and
before.
then I bought the hotel.
He thought you just show
and
up.
he didn't know, or we didn't know that there was this huge lottery.
Well, that's what in my head I'd be like, let's go.
Lucked the fuck out.
I'd say.
So he was at his house on his computer, and I went over to my mom's house because I had this shitty laptop.
Yeah.
I wanted to use her good computer. I went over to my mom's house, and I was on her computer.
Speedier
Tell
connection.
everybody.
So
tell everybody why your computer didn't work.
Basically, at. Can I tell the fucking story?
Yeah, of course. Go.
All right. So at 10 in the morning, you're supposed to sign in at this thing. That's when the lottery starts, right? So Elijah at exactly 10 hits his button, and he got into the lottery. And I hit it like 2 seconds after 10, and I was locked out.
Holy shit!
The whole city.
Don't fuck around, man.
And so Elijah calls me. He goes, I got on. And he's like, did you get on? I was like, no. He's like, get over here now. So my mom lives about 5.5 blocks from him. So I drove over there. He put in all of our information.
Yeah.
We got the best pass you can get.
Yeah.
You can get a 1-day pass. You can get a 3-day pass. He got the one that was all 4 days plus the preview night. And
Wait. But the lottery doesn't select that for you.
I think that was part of it.
It's
too.
like you're forced. This is what you get, and if you
get
want
what
it,
you
you
get.
must purchase it.
If you get in if you get in early enough, you can kind of pick where you want. But if you get in later, you might be forced in getting
You're
one
like-
certain day.
And then that's how they get you because they're all VIP, and they make you spend $400, even though.
Well, I've
that's
heard
not
of
the case.
I've heard of people that live in like Los Angeles. It's like I think an hour and a half away from
San Diego.
No, it's a little further than that.
I don't
right?
know,
but like they'll like get just a 1-day ticket just to go on like to drive out on Friday night and then go on Saturday.
They must have like a locals kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Elijah say what ticket he got this year?
I think he got the 4 days plus preview again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess if you wait 11 years, you know.
Well,
you're-
what
I feel sorry
the
for you.
plus preview is what's the preview part? Does
So-
that mean the preview of movies coming up?
No, the preview night is so on Wednesday they open up.
Oh, Wednesday.
They open up
yeah.
on so the Comic Con officially starts on Thursday, but none of the panels start until Thursday.
Yeah.
On Wednesday you can go onto the floor and you can go and shop and you can walk around the vending area and you can kind of
With
see
less crowds then.
and less crowd, and
Yeah.
you can kind of figure out, okay, this kind of stuff is over here. This is where the artists are going to be signing their autographs. This is where the celebrities are going to be signing their autographs.
So that lets you additionally plan how you're going to handle the actual busy day then.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's only a select number of people then. I assume if you purchase the plus preview, then you're in the extra early access, and then you get to scope the land out and see where you're going.
And because you can shop on the preview night,
Yeah.
Early access to exclusives.
you
I'm
get
sure.
early access to the exclusive merchandise that is only sold at Comic-Con. So Elijah sent me all the exclusives, a link to all the exclusives. There's like 31 of them, I think, or 30 of them.
Oh, they tell you online.
They tell you online
Okay.
what the exclusives are, and
That was this year. He told you?
he sent it to me like last night, and
okay.
like just to see what I thought. He's like, I kind of like this Batman, but I don't really like it. Like, what do you think? And then I went through all of them. Out of the 30, I saw 3 things that were cool. There was the Batman that he liked. That was kind of cool. There was a Cowboy Bebop, screen printed on fabric, so kind of almost like a Cowboy Bebop flag. It looked really cool.
Oh, okay.
And this super awesome Muhammad Ali thing.
What?
I got
It's
diorama.
Comic-Con is all about pop culture. It's not just
Okay.
about comics, but
It's like,
you
what
open
does
up this.
Muhammad Ali have to do?
the famous writer.
You open up this box, and there's 2 Muhammad Ali characters in there. One of them, he's holding his hand in the air.
This is a figure.
It's a figure.
Okay.
And one of the figures, he's holding his hand up in the air, and then the box has like a painting of Hulk Hogan holding his hand, right?
What?
And
that
then,
sounds actually pretty cool.
Then there's another one where it's another figure and he's in an action pose and there's a guy laid out on the floor and it looks all 3D and shit.
Cool.
I think it was Sonny Liston.
These are exclusive to that
Only you can
Comic-Con.
only buy it at Comic Con,
And
and
then-
you can only buy it this year at
And
this
then
Comic-Con.
how many do they make of those?
Not a lot.
Yeah, probably like a limited run.
When
I'm sure.
when I went, like 11 years ago, I only got one of the exclusives. It was this tiny little Green Lantern figure.
Yeah.
Looked real badass and shit, but I don't know. I don't even like leave that out or nothing. It's not that cool looking.
How much was it?
I don't know, $20 or something.
So not a crazy amount
okay,
for
so-
an exclusive figure that maybe they made.
Well,
1,000?
Batman.
Is that too high of a number? 1,000?
It's not a lot. I mean, 1,000 might be correct.
I mean,
That Batman figure though, it's not going to cost him $20. It's going to be like $50. The maybe more. The screen printed Cowboy Bebop thing, that's going to be $80. And I saw it and I thought maybe I should ask Elijah to try to get me that. And I was like, no, I'm not going to.
Any wrestlers that you saw
that are going to be there?
No. I mean, any exclusives.
I didn't see any wrestling shit, and if I did, it was stupid. You know, like basically almost all the stuff I saw that I didn't like, I almost instantly forgot about. There was a really bad Wolverine figure, and there was. Remember Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze?
Great movie.
Well, of course. Well, Tayler does. Of
Do you
course.
remember the?
He's only seen
do you
that
remember
one.
the human character in that?
You mean Casey Jones?
No, he was in the first one. In Secret of the Ooze, there was a pizza delivery kid named Kino.
Oh, the Asian boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they made.
That's
a
why I
figure,
said sorry first.
They made a figure of him in that little Vespa he was driving around on, or that little scooter.
Is it like a Neko type toy?
It looks kind of realistic. I don't
So
know what a
probably
Neko toy is.
Yeah, Neko for sure.
But like, yeah. So I was like, it's kind of cool, but it's not that cool that I'd want to spend $120 on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I'll have to look at.
No
the
matter what, though,
exclusives.
all of those exclusives every year would most likely sell out.
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, definitely. They
So
definitely.
there's no because I was thinking
the resellers, they're gonna go in there and buy.
But I
their
was thinking
shit.
about like how
I'm sure they'd limit it too to like
I've
two per
seen
person or something.
I've seen some exclusives like that were sold at like the 2008
yeah.
Comic-Con that were really cool, and I was like, oh wow, it would have been really cool if I could have gotten one of those. And then I seen it a guy reselling it at a different Comic-Con for $350.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Well, that's-
And it's just like a doomsday character or something,
you
like
should just go in there and just open it up right in front of them.
Yeah.
Just rip open the package. Like,
You come out with a box cutter, slice it open.
That'd be a really
That's
cool
a pretty
terrorist
nice
attack.
figure.
That's what I'm gonna do at the next shit con I go to.
You're just gonna
just start
tear open boxes.
just start playing with shit. Like,
Okay, let's get some Doomsday with some Sergeant Slaughter. Let's have this action happening.
for your YouTube channel.
yeah. And then when they come up to me and approach, like, what the fuck are you doing? I'll be like, it's a prank, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a prank.
It's a prank. Look, I got like 5 followers. Peace sign.
For sure.
Yeah, I have that link here if you want to look at it later. There's a He-Man action figure. It's basically Prince Adam, in the pink and purple and stuff. This is that Batman that Elijah's thinking about. He doesn't like the shading on the face though.
Wow.
I
cool.
kind of agree with him.
From what I've seen from here, it looks almost like the Adam West Batman, but like
It doesn't look
No,
like
it
Adam
looks
West,
like
the
no.
it
color
looks
scheme.
like the color.
The
scheme.
out-
I think what they were going for here was more like the Neil Adams
well, he's
in
got
the
blue cowl.
in the 70s with the blue and the black,
Yeah.
the blue and the gray, and then he's got the kind
Well,
of
how
more.
much are they asking for that? That's 50
That one
bucks?
I don't remember off the top, but it says right there in the little description.
how much?
Can I see the?
Oh, yeah,
I'm not a big
It costs. Oh wow, this one doesn't have a price on it.
if I was
No, it doesn't have a
a
price.
guy to go to those things, which I think I would if I happened to be in the area and I heard it was going on, and I go, hey, I should stop by there, and I could get in. I would stop over there.
I would say
I would go in.
I would say next year, Adam, we should definitely go to the Valley City one because
the Minot one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Minot one.
Show that to Tayler.
Okay.
Too.
Ooh.
That's the Cowboy Bebop.
that looks
thing.
cool.
That's
That looks
$80.
really neat.
That's pretty sweet.
And can I have the full? I'm gonna find the Muhammad Ali thing to show you guys.
All right, you find that, Cole. I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
pause.
take me a minute.
I'm gonna take a whiz.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
and you
all
run
right. Adam brought up a really great point, Cole.
Yes.
Why go to Comic Con, Cole,
Yeah.
when you could go to the Kirkwood Mall sidewalk sale?
You can't.
Crazy
I brought it up, but
Do they still
that
do
was
that?
well, they do sidewalk. I'm putting quotes in my fingers, by the way. They do them still, I believe, but there's no deals like there used to be, where it'd be
days.
50 cents for some action figure.
We're talking like a McFarlane.
I bought a ton of McFarlane action figures on these like sidewalk sales from Spencer's, from Software, etc., and from Suncoast. I got them
yeah. They sell figures.
Suncoast used to have the best figures, like just amazing shit.
Yeah,
Really
but I would buy the clearance ones, then I'd pop a nail in my parents' wall and hang them up.
Yeah.
And then let it sit, and I let it sit for until I moved out, and then it still sat there, and then I needed money, and then I sold them online, and I made a good chunk, and I don't know if I sold them at a good time or not, but I sold all of my figures that I had, which were freaking awesome figures, never opened, and I don't know how the market is now for like movie maniacs and things like that with like the classic.
For anything vintage, anything 90s, early 2000s. Is
Well,
gonna probably
90s
sell
now
well.
is just booming.
Because we looked up the Jackie's Joke Machine and that was only $17.74.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
you don't want to
leave
know what
Jackie out of this.
So Cole, I put together that Piccolo last week.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
The flute, like a flute. Really?
No, Piccolo, the figure, the guy from this guy. He's on this mat here.
Oh wait, the thing you showed me upstairs. Oh, not the instrument.
So it's a model, and it's a plastic model, and it was actually a lot of fun to put together.
I thought that
had fun
looked
with
cool.
It. I think we talked about it on one of our podcasts.
You didn't put it all the way together.
I know. Ashley helped me because I'm too dumb.
What's
I admit
missing?
It.
Oh
No,
wait,
it
it's
wasn't missing.
done.
She'd done the torso. We couldn't figure out the torso.
He got it all the way finished, except for he couldn't connect the top half to the bottom half.
But then my friend Ashley came over and she popped it together. She's
But
like, "What's so you so stupid?"
Actually, I thought that looked cool, and I've never seen a model.
Yeah.
That is a figure, like a person put together. So every model I've ever put together has been like a car or
Airplane.
a boat or an airplane. I've never seen like an actual.
So I looked up these
action
figures.
figure.
I looked up these figures, and I mean, I probably would, as far as action figures go, it poses like an action figure. I wouldn't say it plays like an action figure. You probably
if you dropped it, it'd probably break.
Right, you wouldn't want to hand that to your kid and say, "Go have fun."
No,
because
it's like a snap tight.
kind
of thing.
So
right?
it's pretty fragile. So I was looking up the value of this because I was curious about putting some more of these things together.
You were interested in putting together the Gundam figures.
Well, those ones look a little more complicated, but I was more interested in doing more of the Dragon Ball Z characters because they're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I cannot get a handle on this. So I went to the official website, okay? Yeah. The pricing of these things is all over the goddamn place. Some of them are as little as $15. Some of them go up to $80. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Where did you get the figure that you put together?
From Cole.
Okay, so
I got it from his friend Josh.
I got COVID, and I called, a buddy of mine found out, and he goes, "Hey, is there anything I can do for you?"
And you said, "Yes, give me model figures of Gundam."
I said, "Bring me the shot, bring me the vaccine." No,
give me ivermectin.
I said, well, he was worried that I didn't have enough food or what, because
sure, you're a bachelor.
Sure, hey, why not? Yeah.
I go, no, I got food, I got everything I need. I go, I am bored as shit, and I don't want to sit around watching TV all the time.
Yeah.
Can you bring me a puzzle?
Oh.
He goes, okay. Brings me the hardest puzzle I've ever done in my life, and that model. The puzzle. By the time I finished the puzzle, I hadn't had COVID for almost a month now. You know what I mean? Like, and
You're still working on it.
Yeah.
It was 1,000 pieces, and then there was it was a picture of the Earth from space, and a lot of everything that wasn't the planet was on the side was just straight black. So there was a whole bunch of just black pieces that you have to put together with other black pieces.
What if
Took
it was
me
on
forever.
both sides?
And by the time I was done with it, with the puzzle, I really didn't want to put this model together. So when I was moving, Tayler seen it. He goes, "What is this? It looks so cool." I was like, "You want it? You can put it together if you want." And he goes, "Yep." So he had it done in like 2 days.
Well, it was more than that because I didn't know how to put it together, so I had to ask.
Well, you had help.
He
but-
started one night, and he finished the next morning. Yeah.
Which, so I mean, it was a fucking cool thing. So I was looking up the pricing of this stuff because I wanted to do another one. Another, like, probably Vegeta would be my next one, but then looking
How much would that one cost?
Shit, I don't know. I just think it's stupid how the pricing. I don't understand how on the official website you, like I said, range from $14 all the way up to $80 for the same type of figure. We're not talking about anything bigger, anything smaller. We're talking about the same size, the same box. Different characters are valued completely differently. Unless I was on some dumb site.
If
I don't
I
know.
were you, I would check out the Christian place. Hobby Lobby might have those.
I say the.
Why would Hobby Lobby of all places have those?
Yeah, Hobby Lobby might have them because they sell
Maybe
a shitload of models. Or I would go to that comic book shop on Mandan Street.
Maybe. I think maybe I will. But
I'll bet it would be cheaper at the Hobby Lobby.
I guess. I mean, I don't want to put together. I mean, I would spend reasonably $20 to $30 reasonably.
Yeah.
To me, that for that type of a model, that would be
You know what
reasonable.
you should just do? Just get COVID and ask Josh to bring you some shit to do.
There you go.
How does this sound? I'll just tell Josh I have COVID. I'm getting divorced. I had to put my dog down. Is there anything you can do for me, Josh?
Does Josh listen to this?
No.
He's gonna.
Why not?
He's got it now, Josh.
Josh!
I'm dying over here. I need something to put together.
Tell Josh this is the special Josh episode, and that he needs to listen to it because
what we're
Taylor's
gonna
begging
title
him
it.
for stuff.
The special Josh episode.
Yes.
All right, so here's the deal, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Did you break another chair?
I want to put together. I want to.
Yes.
I want to open up a model, right? And I think it's going to be one thing, and I put it together,
Okay.
and it's just like the Jack hammering Jesus 3000. It's just this big dildo. And I'm like, what? What happened? This isn't what I bought.
I think you just want a dildo.
So, Josh, if you're listening, it's not called Risques anymore.
Like there's 3 pieces.
It's called Risques 2, right?
No, it's called something completely different now.
Really?
It's called sensual sensations or something.
Huh.
Some dumb shit.
Why
So
the hell
anyway,
why did they rebrand?
Because people
They
were
have
like,
to.
this is a little.
Actually, maybe they do.
People went by there. They said this is a little too risque.
The ordinances might have changed, and every time that happens, they might have to change their name to something else. Like risques, too risky.
I will say this: my parents, when they first moved to Mandan from Devil's Lake back in the 1980s,
They bought it all.
they went to the Mandan bookstore,
Hell
thinking
yeah.
it was a bookstore. And
You know what's the weirdest thing? No books in there.
Well, would you
No.
consider a magazine a book?
I don't even remember magazines.
Didn't
when
they
it
have
was
a
on
jizz
Main
closet
Street.
or whatever they
Nope.
call those things?
They had those boots that you could go in and watch video and jerk
Yeah,
off.
there was no.
Ew!
I don't remember actually any
I-
magazines either. I think
So-
it was.
I remember one time oh, go ahead.
The first time I went to the Mandan bookstore, we had
Was this the original?
the original
Okay.
On Main.
on Main, and then there was a back area, a back parking lot, so you could walk in without a whole bunch of people seeing her.
Well, yeah.
So we walked. It was a buddy's 18th birthday, and he really wanted to go, so we go, and we look around for a little bit, and then we're leaving, and we're walking out, and this was like the year I graduated. and we're walking out, and someone's walking in, and
Yikes.
what do you do when you see someone you know? You say, hi, and then their name. And I look up, I see someone I know, and I go, hi, Mr. F. I'm just going to say.
your school teacher, right?
It was my science teacher from.
Ooh.
Exact experience that I had when I went there.
What?
Yeah. Hey, Mister.
Was it with an F?
I don't remember what teacher. I remember it was a teacher.
Okay.
But I was also thinking, like, how often do you think, like, people who go in there, which it could be anyone.
It could be your
But
mother.
how often, I guarantee the person who's working there has to hear this, like, I'm just buying this for my friend. I'm just
buying this for my kid.
There's a bachelor party coming up. Got to buy this for them. I think it'd be really funny. How often do you think? I'll bet like
Every time.
Every other purchase has to be that.
At least half a dozen times a day, at least.
I was thinking every other purchase. I guarantee that someone is not admitting that they're buying it for themselves or for whatever. They're just like, this is for.
But
I think this
I
is
almost
really funny.
want to get a job
big,
there just to piss off my mom.
Mom,
I got a new job.
So
what are you doing? I work at the porn shop.
A friend of mine who works, I won't say where, but at a retail store. She works at this retail store, and she sent me the Snapchat.
The store
she
we're
said,
talking about?
And she's no, it's different. It's
Okay.
it is a well-known retail establishment, I'll
Okay.
say. And
Sure.
she sent me the Snapchat, and she said, I found this working in the sex toys. And it was a Bible verse. And it was a Matthew something. So I looked at the Bible verse, and it was something about, sins of the world or something like that. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you walk over to the dildos at a Target or a Walmart? Because they sell those now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And why would you place this thing here? I mean, unless you were purchasing one and then you put the Bible verse down. Go fuck yourself.
Have you watched any of the new season of The Righteous Gemstones?
No, don't discuss it because I am gonna watch it.
All right,
I can't wait.
There's just the one thing I will say.
Yeah.
Is that there's the crew of
the dudes,
the youth group.
Are they the dudes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they decide that the way they're going to take down a porn shop is by buying all of the dildos. They buy them all. Like, don't worry, we bought them all. They won't be in stock for at least a week. and they think that's how they're going to take down the
hilarious.
shop.
They're going to oh my God.
They buy the whole stock and they're like, nope,
At
they
least
don't
a
have
week.
dildos for at least a week.
So for Comic Can Coozie, I'm Taylor.
I'm Adam.
I'm cool.
They would have dildos for a week.